Amrita. Welcome to TheStyle.World.
Hi Shrishti, good to be here.
So could you briefly tell us about your journey?
Mommy Shots has been a 10-year-long journey and it's been a very rewarding experience so far. I switched careers to start Mommy Shots and I'm so glad I did because it's an absolute privilege to document children growing up and I get to photograph love every day.
That's wonderful to know. If I may ask you a fun question, what is that crazy pregnancy announcement photo idea that you have done?
I wouldn't say crazy, but we've done elaborate announcements where we've really played a lot with illustrations, or we've done sort of interesting announcements with the family with t-shirts and the likes of that.
So Amrita, what's the most craziest blooper you have captured while capturing a mom-to-be?
I think there are more bloopers with the children than with moms-to-be, and it's so funny to see kids doing crazy things growing up, understanding the world around them, especially when we have twins and triplets. I think that's when we have maximum bloopers.
Oh wow! So if I may ask you, what are the kind of photo shoots you do?
So we specialize specifically with maternity, newborn, family and baby photo shoots, and we capture babies as they grow up through the years.
Wonderful. So how do you tackle or handle the tantrums that kids show?
I think that's just a part of their expression, and I think what really matters is understanding what they're looking for or understanding what they want in that particular point in time and really working around their schedule versus ours. So all of our shoots are really based on the rhythm or the pulse of the child more than what we plan to do.
I'm sure there will be a lot of moments where you may not have captured those exact shots which you would have thought before a shoot, because maybe the mom is not maybe the mother is not friendly with the camera, or the kid is sleeping. So how do you really come up with a good picture?
I think no matter how much we plan, Shrishti, the plan never really goes as we want it to be because we're working with kids. But I think the really cool thing right now is when we work with kids, if they don't give us what we actually plan for, we really adapt to what they are doing and their personality and sort of find their flow in it versus our grand plan.
Does it happen that maybe day 1, day 2 you have shot with some kids and it has not come out well, then you again have to invest a lot of energy and time to reshoot?
That has happened in the first year of my career, but I think after that, studying a lot about child psychology, the approach that you need for every age group, what interests them, what piques their interest or keeps them, sort of connected with you, that has helped us a long way in terms of really having a 99% success rate.
Why maternity photography?
When I started back in 2014, nobody in India was focusing on pregnancy photography. It was a concept that was really popular in the West, and it was almost a taboo over here to document the baby bump before the baby was born. So for me, I think it was also the layers beneath that where women were, very nervous about their changing bodies or not okay to embrace what was happening to them. But meanwhile, they were actually creating life, which is a miracle altogether, and that requires to be celebrated, which is where I think my motive came to sort of celebrate maternity shoots.
How did you break the stereotype?
It was a lot of education, a lot of showcasing of behind-the-scene footage of what really happens in these shoots, how careful we are, and that really helped convince them. But the biggest thing that convinced them were really the pictures and the phase that they're going through.
Wonderful. So, if I may ask you, which is that most weirdest or the funniest outfit you have ever seen a parents to be wearing?
I don't think there's anything that's been weird because we sort of work collaboratively to decide what they wear. But I think the sweetest and the cutest would have been parents who got like really nice designer wear Popeye clothes because they named the pet name of the child was Popeye because they love the character. And the entire theme was built around that.
Okay, wow. So has it ever happened that a pet was a part of your maternity shoot? And if yes, then did the pet steal the spotlight?
I think that always happens. Pets are usually everyone's first babies, and then the human babies come into play in their lives. So pets have always been a part of shoots, and we've got so many memories with them. It's definitely harder to work with pets, and of course they're running all over the place. But it's also really sweet to see the beautiful chemistry between a pet and the baby and how they engage as the child grows up.
So what is the most unexpected prop you have used during your maternity shoots?
My most recent maternity shoot, we used a tarp, like tarpaulin.
Okay.
And we used that as a backdrop, and it was a Pac-Man theme. So it worked really well together, and I think there's beauty in every single thing. It's about how you use it aesthetically in your shoots.
So how do you take care of the safety of the baby and the mother-to-be during your shoots?
With newborn shoots specifically, with the babies being less than 15 days of age, when they come into our studios, I think we take a lot of care or precaution in terms of hygiene, safety. We have a human spotter beside the baby at all times when we're posing the baby. And generally making sure the mom is comfortable in this environment by giving her everything she'd possibly need and the comfort and rest, when she's not shooting and we're working with the baby.
Awesome. Has it ever happened that a mother-to-be wants to look slimmer in the pictures?
I think that's all of us, right? We all want to make sure we look our best in our pictures. So it's really about embracing the changes in your body, but also working with flattering angles to make them appear their best. But I don't think I've ever got a request about wanting to look slimmer, but wanting to look good rather.
All right. So you have done a lot of celebrity shoots.
That's right.
Which all celebrities have you worked for so far?
I think we've been blessed to have worked with over 50 personalities in the country, but I think the most popular ones would be actor Yash from KGF, Sameera Reddy, Gul Panag, Kajal Agarwal, and a lot of cricketers, surprisingly, and a lot from the CSK team actually.
Oh, wow.
There's Robin Uthappa, there's Murli Vijay, Ashwin Ravichandran, and the likes of them. Yes.
So I'm sure there would be some celebrities who you would really want to, shoot. So which ones are those?
I can't wait to document Deepika Padukone and Ranveer. Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. That would be really exciting.
Very.
Which is that one most humorous moment that has occurred during your shoots?
I think there was this one shoot very recently where we had twin girls, and one knocked over the other while sitting beside each other and trying to document them, and that was really, really funny, but also cute at the same time.
Okay. How do you manage the creative difference between yourself and your client?
So there's a beautiful answer to this, because we actually don't really focus on the difference, but we try and creatively collaborate. Every family coming to me today has their own vision, and I think it's important as an artist for me to embrace their vision because we're working with them, and use my aesthetic or my style while I document them. And that works really well because we're meeting halfway, and the clients really love that their vision is respected and acknowledged.
What challenge do you face as a women photographer?
Oh my God, that's a long list. Are we ready? I think initially when I started out, it was about being taken seriously, especially with newborn and child photography being such a new niche in the industry. A lot of people just thought it was a hobby, since it was a woman doing this. So that took a while to establish, and the only way I overcame that was producing a portfolio of great work, which finally people started to respect. And but beyond that, I think it has been a male-dominated industry for the longest time. Although the scales are now slowly tipping, and what I see today is really about the same challenges women face across industries, which is you have to work twice as hard and scream twice as loud for you to be heard, and that still exists, sadly.
Yeah, right. And especially because this industry is all about equipments and technologies, and people do not really accept that women can actually be in that forefront of understanding.
Which is weird because it's 2023 and that mindset still exists.
Yes. What comes to your mind when I say Johnson's?
The sweetest baby ads growing up.
Mama Earth?
Eco-friendly.
Pampers?
Pupastrophes.
Okay, now one last question that I'd like to ask. How did you come up with the idea of Scar is Beautiful, and what is the message that you're sending to the audience with this campaign?
Scars Are Beautiful is a campaign that's really close to my heart. It was to really raise awareness around congenital heart diseases in children and the scars that come with it because of the treatment. A large part of India considers scars on the body as a huge taboo and something that they cover. But this is a personal fight, and it's about embracing all kinds of fights that we all personally have and really celebrating these scars versus, sort of condemning them.
Awesome. One piece of advice that you would like to give to budding female photographers?
a very, very common generic one, but it's believe in yourself and really fight the fight. But the most important thing is to be patient and persevere.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amrita, for being on the channel and inspiring the other photographers who plan to do something different in their photography journey. And we wish you all the best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you for having me, Shrishti. This was fun.
Thank you.